Welcome, YouTubers, sports fans across the nation. This your boy Turtle with the Uneducated Network, and this is my show. So, you think you know sports?
Let me hear you answer. Think you better than phone? Think you don't know? Think you don't know? So you think you 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 know sports? So you think you know? So you think you know sports? So you think you know? Okay.
Today, I'm gonna bring y'all my top 20 players from the last season, and we're gonna make it real simple. And I'm gonna use the same players that was in the top 20s list. I'm gonna rework a couple of them. I added 2 players into that list. We're gonna jump right into it. All right, at number 20, we got Sherman, cornerback with the Seahawks. He was number 21 on the official list. I feel like he's definitely worthy of number 20 on my list for sure. I like cornerbacks. I played cornerback back in school. You know, I remember I had this little play one time. I was like, bah! Yeah, you gotta check it out. You know, you have to pull up some old footage. But at number 19, another guy I slid in, LeSean McCoy, running back. I mean, LeSean put up 1,200 yards rushing. 50 receptions for 300+ yards. I mean, those numbers speaks for itself. Some would call it a down year, to be real with you. And number 18, we got Peterson. Not much need to be said about that. That's my boy from LSU. So I'm going to definitely leave him up on there. Number 18. Number 17, I dropped Dak Prescott from number 14 to 17. You know, he benefited from that offensive line. You know, that's a fact. And he also benefited from his running back, who I do have on the list as well. Keep looking for that one. But yeah, Dak Prescott, I like him. Like I said, Dak Prescott is from a town not too far from me, so I really like the guy. It's not a knock on him in any kind of way. But Kuechly is number 16. Kuechly, a baller. I mean, he's one of those great linebackers that you find in the draft, and you get lucky whenever you get them. Let's see. Number 15, Eric Berry. I mean, Eric Berry came back from cancer. You know what I mean? That's big time, man. I lost family members to cancer, so that's big time, man. He came back and balled out, and to be ranked in the top 20 amongst his peers is big time. David Johnson at number 14. I don't think nobody got a problem with David Johnson at number 14. He's a great running back. David Johnson put up 16 touchdowns. He had over 1,600 yards altogether. Let's see. At number 13, I dropped Derek Carr from number 11 to 13. Only because I do like Derek Carr, as I said before. But I just feel like Derek Carr, he can still grow. You know, I feel like he still got a little ways he can go. Man, there's that Louisiana heat out here, man. I got the AC on, and it's still catching up to me, man. But, all right, at number 12, I brought my boy A.J Green all the way down to number 12. He was number 19, 18, 17 on the official list. He was number 17 on the official list. I dropped him down to number 12. That's 5 slots. I mean, you got to think about it. He missed 6 games, and to still put up over 1,000 yards receiving, you know, point blank period. You don't have to say much about that. So with A.J Green, he's one of those receivers you wish you had on your team. You know what I'm saying? At number 11, I dropped LeVeon down to number 11. And it's not a drop. I mean, it's only a list of 20 guys. You know, I got to rework them to where how I felt like. And you got to remember, this is going off of last season. So, you know, don't kill me, you know. But I love to know what you think in the comments. But let's see. Number 10, we got Odell Beckham Jr., Mr. One Hand himself from right up the road in Baton Rouge, LSU. He's a Louisiana product. We love the guy. Odell Beckham, he was one of the top receivers. He had 1,300 yards receiving last year. So, you know, back to when, you know, you don't have to say much about guys like that. Now, here's one of the ones that I did bring all the way up for y'all. Okay, you ready? Drew Brees. Obviously, you knew it was coming. So what? You knew it was coming. Yeah, I brought Drew Brees up to number 9. And honestly, I don't give a damn. You know, I'm not a homer on that one. You can check everybody. You know, Drew Brees definitely deserved that number 9 spot, not no number 16. He really deserved to be a little higher, but like I said, they got other guys that was just going off of last season. I mean, Drew Brees put up 5,200 yards passing last year, man. I just need not say anything about it, period. All right, so number 8, you got Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack is a baller. He's one of the best linebackers in the game. Like I said about Kuechly, Khalil Mack is one of those guys that can change the game. Defensive linebacker, defensive end linebacker, hybrid. You know, he's one of those kind of guys. He's a hybrid. So I think Kuechly and Khalil Mack is kind of like the same kind of player, but Khalil Mack plays on the line. He has more opportunities to get in there, but he's a great pass defender as well, though. Number 7, you got Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was, he put up 4,400 yards passing last year. You don't need to say much about Aaron Rodgers. I think everybody in the world knows Aaron Rodgers, how good he is. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks in the game. He's going to go down as a Hall of Famer for sure. At number 6, you got Antonio Brown. I got Antonio Brown at number 6. You know, I like Antonio Brown. I wish he would leave the off the field antics as long. You see how that did T.O. See how that ended up costing T.O. in the end. Let's see. Number 5. Okay, here's my top 5. My top 5 for y'all. Top 5. Okay. My top 5, starting with, it's a shocker, huh? Julio Jones. Okay. Julio Jones, I love Julio Jones. I feel like he's a great receiver. Although I'm a Saints fan, I do feel like he's a great receiver, so I'll give you that. Julio Jones was one of the best receivers in the league last year. He had over 1,400 yards receiving. I mean, you talk about a baller. You talk about a force. You talking about a man, a body. You know, he can, like a damn power forward. You know, he can just box out the whole competition and get that ball, man. Number 4, here's another one I slip in on there. Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. That's too high for him. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And I'm not a Cowboy fan. You can ask anybody. I'm a Saints fan. I don't really like the Cowboys. But I'm gonna be real. Yeah, I know you're thinking that he probably benefited from that offensive line, and to an extent you're right, you know. But what I can say to that is the guy put up over 2,000 yards from scrimmage. Well, 1,994. He put up over 2,000 yards from scrimmage, man. So say what you want, but I think he's a top 5 talent from last year. Okay, you got to think about that. It's from last year. And at number 3, another shocker for y'all, Matt Ryan. What's up? What you say? I know. Matt Ryan at number 3. Here's my case for Matt Ryan. Okay, Matt Ryan was only behind Drew Brees in yardage passing. He was the Super Bowl opposing quarterback. I mean, he did everything he needed to do. He was the guy that got the ball to Julio Jones and the other guys as well. I mean, I don't know what you want to say. You know, if you got something to say, hit me in the comments, though, because I think Matt Ryan is definitely in my top 5 here, top 3 from last year. From last year, I say it all the time. Von Miller, of course, number 2. Von Miller, number 2. He's a big dog. You know, that's a linebacker you wish you had on your team, man. He had 13 sacks last year. He was number 2 in the sack category last year. Von Miller is a force. He's a force to be reckoned with. He coming, you know, he come, boom, hit you right in the mouth. You know, he knocked you straight out. That's a force. And he a humble guy. He a very humble guy. That's why I like him. He's a very humble guy. Number 1, look at my face. You see the sweat on my face? Come on now. You know it was Tom Brady. You know it was Tom Brady. Tom Brady number 1, for sure. I mean, nobody going to complain with Tom Brady. I think we're going to go ahead and from here on out, we probably, unless somebody else come along, you know, like Drew Brees, and start taking them out, you know, knocking them down and putting up some numbers, and not only putting up numbers, but putting up those rings to go with it, because he got the rings to go with it, you know, so, but, yeah, that's my top 20 players from last year, okay, but, if you got something to say, hit me in the comments, like, comment, subscribe, share if you don't mind, if you like it. Yeah, so this your boy Turtle with So You Think You Know Sports? So, you think you know sports? Did you know Patriots safety Rodney Harrison is the NFL's all-time leader in personal foul penalties? That's an NFL fun fact.